Be ready. 15 seconds to go. 5 seconds to go. So there was a representation from that area saying that betel nut should also come within the purview of customs duty and that part should be declared a port. A representation was made to the finance ministry as also the commerce and industry ministry, but nothing is done. I urge upon them to see to this whether smuggling, which is giving no benefit to the government and which is going to be increased, cannot be stopped, though our land customs department is there, it cannot deal with smuggling effectively. Smuggling is going on. So, if you want to stop it, some definite steps should be taken, and the representation which was made from that part should be given due consideration. Now, some other friend also touched upon rural economy and cottage and village industries. One thing we must do, that is, we must remove the disparity between the town and the villages. If we are to remove it, what should be done? We should develop small industries, village industries, and cottage industries. How can they be developed? For that, power should be there. Now, my honorable friend was saying that out of 6 lakhs of villages, only 19,000 villages have been electrified. This is meager. If village electrification is not given due consideration, we cannot make progress. When our draft 5-year plan was discussed uh, among members of parliament, I asked for information about how much of village electrification was contemplated in the third 5-year plan. The answer was very unsatisfactory. Unless you develop your village industries, how can you advance? They are also contemplating to employ the surplus labor and also agricultural peasants who are not wholly employed to develop village industries and to make a plan. But unless power is supplied, unless you have a good scheme of rural electrification, how can village industries be developed in these modern days? We say big things, we say here and we shout from housetops that so much is being done for the rural areas, but actually we are not doing what should be done. If rural electrification is there, then rural industries can be developed. Otherwise, they cannot be developed. Unemployment cannot be solved. The only solution for unemployment is the development of small industries and cottage industries. Otherwise, unemployment will increase year by year and there will be frustration among young men, particularly among the educated. Mr. Vice Chairman, I was speaking about the need for developing a strong UN delegation. I wish that the Honorable Prime Minister would give his attention to this aspect of the matter, particularly in view of the fact that in the next decade or two, politics all over the world would take on a complex character, and it is necessary that men are trained from now on for taking part in international affairs. In the UK and the United States, such delegations are built with men who have wide knowledge of international affairs, and there should be other qualification for a man to be included in such a delegation. In this connection, I should also like to mention that it is time for government to develop sound conventions regarding the conduct of foreign affairs. In the United States, they have accepted the principle of bipartisan consultation on important affairs of policy. For example, when President Kennedy stood for election, President Eisenhower, even during the period of the conduct of the campaign of President Kennedy, kept him informed about major developments in foreign affairs. We have seen our government sending troops out of this country to the Congo, and at that time, I had raised the point that before troops left our country for any assignments of an unusual character like the Congo assignment, members of the opposition should be informally consulted. There will be no question of any leakage of information whatever if leader in the opposition is consulted on important aspects of foreign policy. The consultative committee of the External Affairs Ministry does go some way to meet the needs of exchanging information about foreign affairs, but the informal consultation of the kind that I mentioned, where the leader of the opposition and leaders of other parties are called and told by the Prime Minister about unusual developments, would strengthen the conviction that the foreign policy of the country has the support not only of the Congress party but also of the entire country. I was speaking about our external publicity, and it is a subject on which I think I can speak with some confidence, as I have been an old time newspaperman in this country. The material which is sent out to foreign countries is extremely scrappy and useless. There is included in these messages some statement of what this minister was saying somewhere.